Sleep. Sometimes blur it in your Jeep so your peeps can stare at the rhymes. Real rhymes, not your everyday hologram. Even when ribs is touching, never swallow the ham.
It's officially Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve. So happy New Year. It's late, I'm tired. Today we're going to be talking about, as we do, so this is called the Joby Beamo Mini. Currently retailing for about £70 in Currys and that. Joby website, it is £67.95. Mine looks a bit different at the moment. I've got a hairband currently attached to it because I find that this removable rubber, I'm gonna call it a diffuser, that rubber cap will just fall off while I'm recording. So let's say I go to shoot something, I put this at an angle. If this is angled down, which most of the time was the case, you'll see already that the rubber thing is beginning to slide off. But yeah, it mostly just fall off. There's no real proper grip with that there. Like if it's straight, then it's calm, innit? But after a while, it just slides off, and I don't know if it's just me or not. So that became really annoying in my case, where I'd be shooting at an angle, sort of like facing down most of the time, like at products that are on a table. So it would literally be like this, and then it would just be a case of this falling off. Outside of that, that's the most annoying thing about this. But outside of that, it's got a lot of good pros. It's a USB-C charger. The cap on here is so difficult to get off. You've got to properly use a tricep or get a little key or something to get that off. But it's got a nice little rubber gasket. So this is fully waterproof. So yeah, you can see in here, that's the USB-C charger. That's the little rubber cap. And then that is also then covered and sealed like that, right? Back of it is magnetic. So if you wanted to place this, somewhere magnetic, you can. You can see that kind of sticks there, which is nice, right? The buttons on here are nice and tactile. I found that the charge doesn't last too long. Although it charges via USB-C, most of the time, if this dies, I have to charge it with something like a 5-watt charger. Anything above that, it doesn't really like it very much. If I try to plug it into a higher wattage charger, I've had the experience that it doesn't charge until I plug it in initially into like a 5-watt charger, and then I can plug it into a higher wattage charger and it will continue to charge. That could be the case with other smaller products, I'm not sure. Great light though, definitely get you out of a jam. It's got a couple different levels, and even at the lowest level, without the diffuser thing, it's very harsh, but that's a good thing, it works really well. So to kind of give you an example, I'm gonna just shine this light on myself. This is the lowest level, then higher and higher and higher. So this is a very bright light, very, very bright light. So yeah, man, you definitely won't feel like you don't have enough light with one of these, given how small it is as well. This is a great light to travel with. Versatile, waterproof, rugged, perfect for outdoor conditions. Magnetic backing, I agree with that. Unique double cold shoe mounts to add accessories, I agree with that. So around this, you've got cold shoe mount this side, and also this side near where the buttons are. But the only thing is, of course, if you mount it there, then you could struggle to get the buttons. But again, if you put a mount shoe on there, then you'll be alright, as opposed to directly attaching it to something. You've then also got this side that I've put the tripod on, that you can actually then screw this into as well. So each side bar one, you're able to mount it. In terms of the specifications, it is blue. This is a sick point. You can actually control this via Bluetooth with the Joby app. I can confirm that it works, so that's good. This thing is called a diffuser. Cold shoe adapter, it comes with that, and a USB-A to USB-C. It's 470 lux. Hope I've pronounced that correctly. Battery life, it's saying 40 minutes plus or minus at 100% brightness, and 100 minutes plus or minus at 50% brightness. It's got 5 stages of brightness from 0 to 100%. You can control it by the app as well, which is great. So if it is mounted somewhere and you want to control it remotely, that's sick. Not many lights you can actually do that with. Again, to my little knowledge. Now it does say USB-C charging cable is power supply, but power delivery is not supported. So obviously you can't charge your phone from this thing. Would be sick if they'd done that. Waterproof up to 30 meters. You know, I guess now that I'm reading the specs off, I'm actually quite more intrigued by this light. 1000 lumens, and it works both on iOS and Android. I mean, yo, this is offering quite a lot, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's one of the reasons that it caught my eye in the first place. I think more specifically over the larger one. So the full-size Beamo is wireless charging. It's not magnetic. So actually, you know, that's a trade-off that you've got to decide as to whether or not that's something you want. Depending on how creative you want to get, will, you know, determine whether or not that's a feature that is, you know, a game changer for you. My experience with this has been a little bit here and there, just because the battery life has been not fantastic to allow me to get through my recording confidently without it turning off. Diffuser falling off. I think looking at the way that this diffuser is on here, you can kind of see, like, I've really got to push this down. But hey, nothing that an elastic band, you know, can't solve. If your setup allows for it, yeah, just get creative and you're you're good to go. You get me? This diffuser's not going anywhere, bro. Anyway, so long as it works, it's great. I haven't been able to rely on it. It has a lot of promise. It does a lot of things. Check this out. Let me know what your experience with this has been like. If you have one, if you've owned one. Yeah, man. But a cool little piece of tech for creators. Happy New Year, blessings, love, all the rest of it.